Spoiler alert, we're unpacking the whole plot, twist by twist. If you're spoiler sensitive, hit pause and come back when your TBR list catches up. Cheers!
Welcome to the podcast where our reading habits are unhinged.
And so are we.
I'm Gabby.
I'm Miranda.
And this is Marginally Unwell. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We have a fun one today. Today we are putting our 5-star favorites on trial with dramatic readings of the funniest and most savage 1-star Goodreads reviews of 2025. It's all in good fun though, because even the books we love aren't safe from the internet.
For real.
So we're going to go through, we went and picked out our 5-star reads from this year.
This past year.
Yes. This past year. 2025.
It's so weird, right? It's always like awkward the first couple weeks.
Yeah. Whatever, you know, it's not real. We're going to read some funny 1-star reviews of those same books. So I'm going to get started with one that we actually both gave a 5-star review to, which was Billy Summers by Stephen King. This one was painful for me because I love Stephen King. So, first one we are starting with is from Gian, maybe? I don't know. He's there. He wrote this review. He put this on the internet.
They old it.
I know. This is quite easily the worst Stephen King book I've ever read. It drags on, and on, and on. And then when he can't think of a way to drag the story out any farther, he shifts gears to a completely different plot that drags on, and on, and on, until eventually the end of the book is like a completely different novel than the one he started reading. And Billy is such a bland, nothing of a character that I never even bothered to get a mental picture of what he looked like. He was a lump of clay bouncing from one situation to the next. And hey, you guys like The Shining? Because he literally has a character stand on a hill, point, and basically say, look, that's where The Shining took place. That's cool, right? Y'all remember The Shining? That was great. It was Ready Player One level of reference. What? Okay, it was a Ready Player One level of reference corn, made even worse because it was a King referencing himself. Disappointing to say this as a King fan, but this one is absolute trash. I'm not even listing the dates I read it, so it won't show up on my 2021 reading list. I'd rather just forget I ever read it.
Not even to let it come up as one of your books read.
That's wild.
It's wild.
Honestly, sometimes I like that my lower rating ones are on my Goodreads or wherever you're rating, because I feel like that's what gets conversations. Those are the best conversations. The one where we're all like, we loved it. It was so great. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy.
Yeah, there's nothing that comes out of it.
We loved it. Yeah.
You talk about things that you like about the book, but I feel like when you're defending a book or they're defending why it was bad or why it was good, there's more meat into the conversation.
For sure. So that's so funny that you said, I'm going to pretend like that never happened.
I was going to erase it from my memory. I thought that it was really funny that he mentioned referencing another one of his books, because you had mentioned that you liked that reference in Carrie Soto.
Yeah.
I think it's cute. I think it's like a little Easter egg. Stephen King's not the only... Disney does it.
So many creators, authors, whatever, do that.
And
who's the romance author who also, she owns a bakery, and that bakery.
Yeah, it's Abby Jimenez.
Yeah, she has a real life bakery, and then that is mentioned in her books. And I think that that's fun, because it's a part of them being left in. I don't know. Yeah. I like it. He was not a fan.
Apparently. He had a lot to say.
All right, what's your first one up you got?
My first one up is one that we actually, again, both rated 5 stars, but also funny is we read them separately, so it wasn't for the podcast.
And it's crazy because we read for the podcast, we read for book club together, and then we sometimes still have books that we read together, and somehow this one was completely separate.
Yeah, we read it separately. And it's a whole series, so it's the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, also known as DCC. It's a tongue twister. But yeah, we read them separately. We both rated it 5 stars. So Carla wrote, I really tried making it through this one, but I gave it up around 80%. It's written for a very specific audience, mainly guys who like D&D, fighting, and weird coitus stuff.
Apparently we're guys that like D&D fighting and some weird stuff.
That tracks.
We're them, they're us.
That's so crazy.
Also, okay, can we pause and talk about the fact that she gave it up at 80%?
That you're basically done with the book.
Now I'm over halfway, I'm finishing it.
Yes. And it's like 20%. Everyone knows 20% is where it starts like all coming together.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way you didn't know before like 50% at least.
Yeah.
That was not for you.
You have the tone of the book already mapped out. You kind of get like where it's going, and now you're just waiting to see how it falls. And you're like, nah,
good. I don't want the conclusion, actually. Like, that's what a wild take. You got more for this one?
Yeah. Let's see. Jess rated it 1 star. I am never trusting a rec from Reddit hive mind again. I want my Audible credit back. To get a book read from Reddit is so funny to me. Like,
I don't think that's that crazy.
It's not crazy. I just think it's kind of funny because I know that they have like a big following and stuff, but it's not usually like a Reddit, like people go to Reddit for book recs.
That is true. However, I will say with this series specifically, especially listening to the audio, he even talks about the Reddit groups.
Yes.
So
it's like,
but I feel like that what the previous reviewer was saying was that like-minded kind of the person, that person would be on Reddit.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And so I did not get this rec from Reddit, but I think that's hilarious.
And also, fun fact, you can get your Audible credit back.
Yeah.
You can return the book.
Which, by the way, I also just learned. I don't know how I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can return it within a year. Even if you listen to the full thing, and I think you can return, I think it's only a certain amount every year. Let's see.
I was just talking with somebody who read a book, and they were like, I absolutely hated it. And she was like, I never returned it. She was like, it was so bad. She was like, no, I'm returning it. And she got her credit back, and I was like, that's crazy. And then I was telling her about how you can return books to Barnes & Noble also, which I also think is like crazy, because I'm like, you've consumed the material.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like a Blockbuster. They just hold $30. Okay, my last one for this one is from Mr. Chris. If I could give this book negative stars, I would, but I'd rate this book about 0.25 stars. But again, it's Goodreads, so it's 1. This was supposed to be satirical and funny. I found it to be neither. I found the characters to be lacking any depth. I also found the writing and character depictions to be hugely misogynistic, sexist, and slightly racist. I wanted to finish this book to develop my thoughts on the entirety of this individual book. Redundant. But recently discovered that the author likes to find reviews and make TikTok videos blasting the reviewers for negative opinions. I found this to be disgusting and was the icing on the cake for me. I will sadly never recommend this series and will be adding this author to my DNR list. Sassy. So sassy, man.
Imagine them blasting somebody for their work, and then you're upset because you put something out there for the public to read, and then they are doing the same thing by putting it online.
How dare he?
Say what I said.
Oh my gosh.
Also, yeah, there's a lot of misogynistic, sexist, and racist stuff, but it's like intentionally put in there. It's not like that's written in and like he doesn't realize he's being misogynistic. Like, that is the joke.
That's the satirical funny part of the book.
Apparently he does not have that kind of humor. That's not funny stuff, right? Oh my gosh. Alright, next book that's in the lineup here was a surprise for me.
Yeah, this one's yours.
This was crazy. This was just me. I gave this a 5 star. And it's a romance, which is wild. But it was just for the summer. Man, that one, it shocked me, honestly.
First time for everything.
It really was, but It was good. It was good. I really liked it. However, these people did not agree. Pen name 27 gave it a 1 star. In my opinion, this book is marketed so wrongly. The cover and blip make it sound like this is a fun rom-com, but it is indeed more of a trauma dump book about family and mental health issues with the romance between the two protagonists serving as the backdrop. If that's how it was marketed to readers, that would be one thing. But instead, you expect a love story and end up reading about really triggering family dynamics and human tragedies. Please stop lying to readers and promote these books in a responsible way as what they are, and don't make them seem like lighthearted rom-coms.
Well,
Bro, first of all, that's probably why I liked it.
yeah, I mean, she's not entirely wrong, but I mean,
It was a rom-com. Like,
it was rom-com forward. Like, there was mention of, like, trauma and family dynamics or whatever.
there was,
Like,
but
it was the whole book.
yeah, and they were falling in love. And honestly, to be real, we all have our baggage that we carry, and that's basically what the book was doing, was saying, like, hey, everybody has their stuff, but, like, here's these two people that are gonna fall in love and, like, deal with that stuff together. And, I mean, again, that's probably why I personally gave it a 5 star, because I was like,
Yes.
that's it. And
It wasn't the rom-com for her.
it was, yeah, definitely not. Apparently, it was not marketed correctly. False.
A miss.
Next one up, we have H. Blaze, who rated it a 1 star and said, everybody needed therapy. End of review.
That was the whole thing.
Which, to be fair, was accurate. I don't know if that means 1 star, but that's actually true. And last up, we have, how do you say that? Ania?
Yeah.
Whose profile picture is Edward, just for some context. Rated 1 star and wrote, a lobotomy in a book form.
Love that for her. For them.
My gosh.
Those were good.
That was a good one. Yeah. People just really feel so strongly.
Honestly. My next 5 star was just a me read. It was Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. Michelle wrote a 1 star review. This book is a Tesla commercial with a side helping of urinary waterboarding. Honestly, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. But, I mean, there's obviously more to it, but it's just so funny.
It reminds me of, like, those explain a plot badly.
Yeah.
Like, that's what that review is giving.
I loved it. Kat wrote, I shouldn't even give it a star. It's horrifying, depressing, disgusting, sick, and every synonym in the thesaurus provides applies. I doubt I'll read a thriller anytime soon. Off to read a feel-good romance to wipe the sour taste of this book has left.
Don't read this for the summer.
More trauma. Oh my gosh. Honestly, like, if they didn't read the trigger warnings for it, I kind of get it, because it is a very heavy book. But it's like,
listen.
if you have triggers, please read the trigger warnings.
Yeah.
Because it's, otherwise, you're just going to run into this.
I just don't understand people who get like that, who are, like, upset about, like, intense conversation or, like, heavy topics, things like that. And it's like, if that stuff really bothers you, you should probably, like, if it bothers you enough to negatively rate something because of that specifically, not, like, the actual story, but because it had all these things in it, you should probably be checking out a trigger warning.
Yes. Do yourself a favor. Don't get all upset.
And, alright, next up, we
Back
have,
to you.
this is gonna be a rough one for me, you guys.
Like
we
the
did.
Stephen King one?
Stephen King was rough too, but. The next up, I have Lightbringer, which is the latest book in the Red Rising series. I rated it a 5 star. I love the whole series. You know, I've talked about it endlessly on this podcast. I love it. So this is painful. Nanya rated it 1 star and wrote, this book was disgustingly long for no particular reason. The first issue is that nobody cares about poop and odd wounds. Pierce Brown, I do not want to imagine a man's scalp hanging off as he duels. That's nasty. Nor do I want to imagine anyone eating poop or drinking water from a bowl naked like a dog. You also cannot convince me that a man who committed incest is a good person and didn't deserve to die. If all of the men were Virginia, this book would need to be this stupidly long.
What? Eating poop. Okay, let me just say something. So, this is kind of funny because some of these, like, you read this one without, so I don't have any context of this book. So,
Yeah, that's how I feel about the one you
go?
just did. Yeah.
the Tesla commercial?
Yeah.
It's so bad.
What?
Anyway, you go ahead.
Okay, I'm not saying that nothing is described graphically in these books, but like, what are you expecting? I don't know. This is crazy. I think you need to go find a romance or something, because, girl.
Eating poop. I wouldn't have expected to read a book about eating poop.
I'm not gonna say anything about it.
Okay.
I'm not
I
gonna
can't
say
wait to
anything
get
about
into it next year. Can't wait to read the series.
Well, I'm just talking about, like, she's talking about the part, like, where his scalp is, like, ripped off, too, and he's, like, fighting. But I'm like, what do you think is happening
You're
during
either
war?
gonna die, or, like, you're gonna fight and wounded. So it's like, okay, that I get, but the eating poop thing...
But the context...
I get it. There's more context needed there if someone doesn't just go around eating poop. They're like, oh, what a snack.
I'm just saying. Alright, next up for this one kills me. The Heretic Elish, aka ... But I have no idea what that means. Rated a 1 star and said, "This series never ceases to disappoint me. Lysander, my beloved." Threw up in my mouth a little bit. Saying that.
I wish I had context. I wish I read them just for this.
I cannot wait for you to read them and then for us to talk about this after. You're going to be like, what?
What
Crazy.
did you think?
Also, this series never ceases to disappoint me. Homie, how did you get this many books in?
This is the 6th one, right?
Yeah.
Why are you disappointed in 1 through 5 and then read 6 and then expect a different outcome?
It's really crazy.
That sucks. Sounds like a great time for them. Okay. My next 5-star was Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Faye rated it 1 star. Not for me, but Katy Perry would love this.
I read Atmosphere, but obviously understand that context.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Casey rated it 1 star. If Joan was a spice, she'd be flour. What a way to open it. TJR is my favorite author, but my god. The characters, boring. The plot, boring. The romance, boring. The pacing, boring. The vibes, boring. The plot felt so unfinished and pointless, I hated myself for not DNFing this. Jesus.
I wonder how she feels.
She made it very vague. My goodness.
That's crazy.
That was a great review. I loved it.
These are good, y'all. These are hilarious. These are just so funny to read. Alright, next up for mine, we have Onyx Storm. And Emmy wrote, "I'm begging you, please stop writing." Hearts. Also crazy take, because this is the 3rd one.
Honestly.
Why are you still reading it?
Yeah.
If you hate it so much. Some people need to learn how to DNF a series. Man, Shell, serial downvoter. Wow. So she just hates. She said, "Sending hate from Ohio. Pink heart."
She said love. Hate and love. Yeah. Oh, man.
Not from Ohio.
Ohio is such a crazy... so random. Like, it's such a random state.
I feel like it. I mean, she probably doesn't feel like it's that random. And lastly, Elizabeth wrote, "Violet and Zayden giving that one couple in line at the amusement park that won't GTF off each other."
Honestly,
I mean,
she's not wrong.
She's not wrong about that.
She's not
wrong about that.
They put all of, like, their comrades in, like, they're like...
They're like, this is so uncomfortable.
They, like, know, too. It's like, oh.
Yeah. To give it a 1 star for that, I don't know. But that was hilarious and not wrong.
Okay, this next one, we both rated it 5 stars. The Great Alone. Becca GP... I said that wrong. Becca PG rated it 1 star. There are a million ways to die in Alaska, in case you forgot somehow. And one of them is probably reading this pile of trite, repetitive, melodramatic, scalzamy garbage. What does that say? Schmaltzy. What is that?
Schmaltzy garbage.
Freaking goo.
I don't know what schmaltzy means, to be real deal. Probably something that goes along with garbage, I guess.
I'm thinking gooey. That's so funny. There's a million ways to die in Alaska, in case you somehow forgot.
Outside that.
It's like goo. Catherine also rated it 1 star. I can't say the last time I DNF'd a book with 50 pages left.
That's mind-blowing. We thought 80% was bad.
But this novel forced my hand. I like to think I can read novels with characters whose actions are foreign to my own, so I accept Cora's psychological dependence on Ernst, even though he liked to beat her and apologize and drink and blame his Vietnamese experiences, without ever trying to get help. I even understood the whole move to Alaska idea, uprooting your teenage daughter and putting her life in danger because you're unbalanced and I don't know much about living in the wild. But Hannah keeps pushing and leaves reality far behind. She falls down a drama rabbit hole, piling on even more trauma to the point where I expect Pennywise the clown to appear and pull Lenny into the sewer. What sewer are there in Alaska? It's an outhouse. I loved The Nightingale, so I'm confused as to where this novel came from.
Oh my god. Wild.
Hot take.
Dude, you guys. 50 pages left?
Yeah, that's nuts. That's what, like 5 minutes?
I would feel like I would feel more. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's so ridiculous. I would feel more like I wasted time by not reading that 50 pages than just reading it.
Honestly. You wasted more time getting to that part, but even... And the end was good.
To take another half hour
yeah.
to read it is crazy.
Oh, half hour. Yeah.
For 50 pages?
50 pages, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, depending... whatever.
Her speed reading.
For sure. Like, not that long in comparison. And you're out here, like, force my hand.
Yeah, 50 pages. Like you were saying, we're shocked at 20%. That's nuts.
That's crazy. However, speaking of The Nightingale, that's next up on my list.
Perfect timing.
We actually did not plan that, so that just kind of worked out.
Happy little accident.
Yeah. So this was just one of mine, 5-star. Miranda hasn't read it yet.
No, it's on my list for next or this year.
So, Anne wrote a 1-star review. She says, World War II light. Half the facts, all the romance. The perfect account of the French resistance for the soccer moms out there who don't, have time to read, quality books. Soccer moms will find this one, amazing. I mean, really, who has time to, read boring history? For those who think that this is actually good writing, please don't homeschool your children. Please.
Don't homeschool your children is wild. She's calling out the soccer mom.
Apparently. Oh, gosh. Technically. That is funny. She's wrong. Also, to be half the facts, all the romance, that's literally the point of historical fiction. It's not a history book. But that's cool.
It's fiction.
How you feel? Michelle, hey, you had a Michelle.
I did.
Michelle's out here hating on the world.
I'm gonna say.
Michelle wrote, it's like the Twilight of World War II books, with Nazis instead of vampires.
What?
Cliched writing, cliched characters, cliched themes.
Oh my god. It's the Twilight of World War II books? I can't wait to read it. I loved Twilight. What a book rack.
This recommendation is not doing what you think it's doing. It's only encouraging. Oh my gosh, that's insane.
My last 5-star from 2025 is Funny Story. Laney wrote, if my boyfriend disappeared for 24 hours and it was to help his ex move, I'd literally never talk to him again. It was one thing in the entire book, and she's like, trash.
I mean, to be fair, I probably never talked to mine either, but,
It's got a point.
It's such a small part
I know.
of the overall book.
Does it qualify for it to be 1 star?
She said that is her absolutely no instant trash.
Whole book in the garbage. Is that Ramik? Ramnik wrote, the MC spends the entire book complaining about how she built her entire life around her ex-fiancé, and then proceeds to build her entire life around another man. I disagree.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure in, like, the episode that we had, I specifically said I like how he has her build her own life outside of him.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, she gets her own friends. She's working for her. She's trying to get a job that she wants.
She got her own place.
Like, all the things were completely hers, which was, like, a big point in the book.
Yeah.
Was that she was doing things separately.
Did we read a different book?
It's the book in the room with us. For real.
Madiha. Okay. Madia wrote, you know how food tastes bland when you forget to add salt? This book is the equivalent to that. You forgot the salt.
Where's the seasoning? Bro, that's hilarious.
That's so funny.
I didn't rate that one a 5-star, but I did like it still.
You rated it pretty high.
Yeah.
So there are...
It was not bland. But that's hilarious.
A good take.
Alright. Last up on our list is going to be mine. House of Earth and Blood, which is a part of the Crescent City series.
I believe it's the first one.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I'm just saying, okay? Brianna said, no. That's it.
The stars.
No. That's all she wrote. Literally. Sully Man rated it 1 star and said, God bless me with eyes, and I abused them.
Not the abuse.
Not the eye abuse. That's so hilarious, though.
God bless me with eyes. And I abused them.
Alright, and last up we have Angela, who wrote, wow, I'm speechless. Clearly not.
Clearly not.
I put this off for so long because I just knew I was going to love it. And with a heavy heart, I'm here to say I'm DNFing this at 42%. I've never, ever picked up an SJM book and not liked it. This one just has too much packed into it. It's messy. I can't tell you really anything that is happening. Reading this felt like work. I already have a job. I don't need a second one. Maybe I'll return to this one day, but I don't think I will anytime soon. I don't need no side hustle.
She's not even getting paid.
Bro.
That's so funny. Well, at least she figured it out.
I feel like that's at least respectable.
Yeah.
Okay, the 42%. I do think, personally for me, I think it's crazy because I think Crescent City is her best series.
I also agree.
So, that's wild to me. But, you know,
To each their own.
she don't need a second job. So, I get it. It's just too much.
Slated? She said,
Too much work.
slow down. Who is everybody?
There is a lot of...
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a normal fantasy. I mean, honestly, if we're talking about, like, high fantasy, Crescent City's not anywhere near that, so...
No, but I do get it. I mean, there's a lot going on in that book all the time.
Yeah, and if that is not your vibe to have like that, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's not for everyone. Oh my gosh, this was hilarious.
Honestly.
My cheeks hurt from laughing so hard. But for real, this is all just fun.
Yes.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. Obviously, these are books we love and would recommend to people and things like that. But
obviously not these people.
it's just really so interesting to see books that we feel so passionately about or love so much. For whatever reason, whether that's like writing, like the actual writing, or just like the plot or vibes, whatever the reason. And for somebody to just feel so completely opposite.
Yeah, for real. This is gonna be a no for me.
The other thing I wanted to mention was going through this, like when we were pulling reviews for this episode. For real. The amount of reviews that were like a secondary novel to these books.
Honestly, the scrolling just for one
crazy.
review was insane. We're like, oh, we're not putting this on here. I'm sure it's a great review, but I'm not going to read a 3-page essay as to why you hated this book.
Honestly, I'm like, I don't have the time. Because, I was like, barely. I'm like, if I get a review on there, let alone, like,
More than a couple sentences.
a freaking dissertation on why I hated this. It's crazy. Oh, man. But that was hilarious. These people were really funny. And I still love all the books.
Doesn't change my opinion on them.
But it was
That
hilarious.
was great. You're right, though. There was a ton that were, like, so long. Wow.
That's a lot of hate in your heart.
Yeah.
You should let that go.
That's a lot of time out of your day. For, I don't know. I'm not going to read long, even for, like, this.
I feel like if I was gonna write a review for something I really didn't like, I would just be like, not for me. Mine would be like no.
That's all you got for me.
Or maybe it would just be no.
Yeah, you're very direct. No. Moving on.
I am trying to what? I'm having a stroke. I am trying to be better about writing reviews.
Yes.
In this new year, I want to be better about putting that so I can go back and
Look at your thoughts on the book.
yeah.
Yeah.
I forget my thoughts like a day later.
Honestly. Yeah. I'm also trying to do the same. My reviews for 2025 are so randomized. They're like some every now and then. But at least I put the rating every time.
I do put the rating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that, but I definitely did not write a review. I think I maybe had a handful out of like the 70-something book. So we're gonna do better this year.
So, that's a wrap on this episode. Next week is our TBR jar. Don't mind me.
We're running out of.
We're running out of them,
Running
which
low.
is the point of the jar. So, thankfully, we're
Okay.
reading next week.
Next. Oh my gosh, if I can open this paper.
Please do.
We are reading The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith.
Galbraith. What a yes. I was gonna say a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Speaking of pen name that I brought up.
Speaking of the thing I mentioned,
This is actually a pen name for
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling, which we're both major fans of.
Yeah. We love Harry Potter.
Yeah, we're millennials. We
Yeah.
grew up on Harry Potter. Sue us. Please don't.
Just an expression, okay?
It's an expression, not a dare. But we both found out while we were putting our books, our picks in
Yeah.
the TBR jar, that this is actually book 1 in an 8-book series.
We both fully were like, thought this was a standalone book.
Yeah, we both totally thought that.
So that's interesting. So I'm interested to see how we'll feel about it and if we'll read the whole series.
We'll find out. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this episode. Join us next week. The TBR jar has spoken. Grab your copy now and read along. We'll be back next week with all our thoughts.